Hey, so I'm just checking this out. So I made this shape by using the pen tool. Just clicked two anchor points and dragged out a nice curve. I have a fill color on it, no stroke color. And then I can Command C, Command V, Object, Transform. We can reflect the shape horizontally. If we do it vertically, we want it to be horizontally reflected. We want the preview on there. Push OK. Bring it together. Bring these two shapes together. There's a little bit of overlap, so they're not lining up perfectly, but pretty close to what we're wanting. We use the Pathfinder. We get them both selected. Pushing Shift, getting both shapes selected with the black arrow. Pathfinder tool should be over here. The Unite button works well for this. We Command plus on the shape. We can see there's a few stray things on here that we might not want. So if we click and hold down on the Delete Anchor Point tool, we can actually start deleting anchor points. Actually, maybe I don't. Let's see. Yeah, I think keep this anchor point, and then maybe, oops, I want to delete that one. Not that one. This one we might just want to move this one. Okay. Depends on the shape, really, but okay. Sometimes the delete anchor point doesn't work very well in this instance. So if we do Object, Arrange, Bring to Front, we can click on both of these, make sure this is arranged ahead of the text. This is actually that Willy Wonka font, Wonderbar, that I downloaded from FontSpace. So I just downloaded it here, opened it, installed it onto my computer. So I click on both of these, Object, Envelope Distort, and then we could try this Make with Top Object. It doesn't work very good though. So if I Command Z, there's actually a more custom way to do this. So if we go to Object, Envelope Distort, Make with Mesh, we can actually make this work pretty well. The kind of, for this particular shape, getting the least amount of points on here on the mesh is going to be helpful. And actually I found that 2 by 2 works the best. Push OK. And we have to use the white arrow tool to move these little dots around, but we can actually, bring these in and actually bring this part out. So we're mimicking that same shape that we have there for the most part. So it's getting really narrow here at the sides. Okay, and then continuing to kind of narrow this down on the sides. And if we want to make this a little fatter in the middle too, we can. So it seems like with this particular shape, it's best to make it from scratch. Let's see. You might want to kind of edit this shape too a little bit. Okay, so hopefully this will work. It's not exactly the same shape. Let's see if we can drag out these anchor points to make it a little bit closer to what we got. There are anchor points here, so I mean handles. These are the handles that come off of the anchor points. Let me move this out of the way. So that might make it a little closer to what we're wanting. As far as the shape goes, size it down. Maybe let's see how that looks. I'll bring it on top. That's pretty close to what we want. Since there are little tails on the K and the A on this particular font, it's not filling in quite as well, but we could maybe use like a different font. So I think we could, oops. Okay, you can't edit it after the fact, I don't think. I'm trying to see if you can. Okay, that's too bad, because it'd be nice to be able to change it. Oh, you can. Okay. So we'll do a Command A to select all. It doesn't really look like it's selected, but I guess it is. And then I can change it to a different font. Certain fonts are probably going to work better than others. If I take the all caps off too, that might be helpful. Some of them, yeah, work better than others for sure. I think Arial Black works really well for this. Yeah. Anyway, this one might work pretty good. Let's see what the all caps looks like. That's interesting. If we just made it all, let's see, Command A, and what if we just did Wonka? Wonka, one word might work better than two as well. So, yeah, so maybe like that. And then we want to make this black. Maybe we can make it just a smidgen bigger so that it's not hitting this fonts. Okay. And maybe just a little bit like that. Okay. So that's looking pretty close. And then you could try doing the W. Obviously maybe not in this font, but a good font for like a wrapper. I don't know if this W is probably not good, but spin it. Oops. Let's use the rotate tool because that didn't work. The rotate tool looks like this. So let's bring it over here and see if we can. That W really doesn't work very well. But I want kind of a thicker one, that's for sure. But I also want it to look really like a W a lot, so get the angle right here. See, this shape in here is not matching this shape, so we need a W that has kind of a wide. Let's see. But we want a thick one too, so that could take us a while to figure out. But anyway, at least we got our... Now this might actually work okay. Let's see. And then object, reflect this way now. Push OK. And let's see. We probably want to make sure that these are lined up, so we push Shift and use the alignment top. And actually, it's not really working over here on this shape, but we might have to edit our shape. Oops. I need to push Shift to open up this anchor point to get it to fit in there. I kind of want to delete this anchor point, but and then do like that, so it matches a little bit better. Okay, something like that. It's a little bit closer. We want. I don't know if the W is legible enough like this, but this could almost be a little bit thicker. And we can do a different stroke. We could do outline to the outside edge. Of course, then we start having issues with the W, but if we just move them over a little once, and I might move this, oops, I might move the actual text too, just over. What am I, okay. Just move it centered inside there a little bit better, maybe. For some reason the text does not want to center. There. It'll move over for some reason. Okay. Maybe I can just move this part over then. Okay. Get all of these. Move this over. There. And then maybe finish making the end of this wrapper. Or we could even do an object. Create outlines. I'm going to type create outlines. And maybe we could start moving this with the, where's it at? The warp. Oops, I don't want this. Darn it. I'm looking for the warp. Where's that? Yeah, keep on getting that one. Where is it at? Okay, I goofed it up. I'm trying to find the warp stuff. Let's see. For some reason it's probably underneath. I thought I had it somewhere under here, maybe. I could do the puppet warp. So let's see. Do this. Okay, it automatically put in some stuff here. You can do that. Puppet warp this baby up. You might have to just copy paste the same shape to get an exact. So it's really clean. But yeah, that looks pretty good. We can always change the font too to whatever we want. And then or something, and then we can maybe use the font that I downloaded, Wonderbar. Maybe something like that. Oops. Let's use the free transform tool if we can find it. I think it's underneath one of these. I can't remember where it is. There it is. And just shift. Oops. I think I outlined this accidentally. No, I need to do that. But maybe something like that. Center.